You wanna know what's the story? Paul and Laurie can tell you what's been going on. How to get E. coli from licking bum. They'll cover conspiracies and aliens. Tell you about pissy floors, popping spots and one bombs. Getting told off for shagging your mum. Combining a scouser and a girl from Birmingham. You can tune in, hear what they have to say. It might be smoking weed, might be some weird role play. You can catch a new upload every Monday. So prepare to laugh till you cry and your belly aches. Yeah, you wanna know what's the story? Paul and Laurie. Paul and Laurie.
Hello. Oh yeah, it's working.
Is it working?
It's working, I think.
Ah,
How are we all?
I
Welcome to What's the Story, Paul and Laurie.
welcome.
Sorry we've been away and we missed you all. We missed you all dearly.
It feels weird, doesn't it?
We've been very, 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 very busy. I know we said this last time and we promised it wouldn't happen again, but we're little slags and we just fucking go off and live our lives.
Not little slags. It's just that
We've been having quite the time.
we have. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, we've had fun.
yeah. I think what we're doing is we're just getting all of this rogueness out before we start doing Patreon. Oh my goodness.
Excuse me, a little sneeze there.
Aren't we?
Sorry if you listen to that in headphones and I've just blew your ears out.
I'm sure some of my voices throughout the episodes have been a lot worse than that.
Yeah, maybe.
Screeching.
Yes, so yeah, we have. And also, I feel like, a part of our charm and job is to, have stories to tell and things to talk about. And, if we don't go and live our lives, then we've got nothing to talk about.
We haven't, no.
If we just stay in this room and did podcasts, I'm sure it'd be fine.
Then we'd have to do what everyone else does and just get guests on every week.
Yeah, which we're going to do.
We will.
And then when we do that, we don't have
We're
to...
each other's guest.
We don't have to live as much. Because we can't just, because we spend so much time together. If we don't go and do mad stuff to tell you, then we've got nothing to talk about, have we?
Yeah, but even if we didn't do this, though, we'd still do them things.
Yeah, we would.
So, I don't know if you've noticed, but this is a weird one because we're not drinking wine this time. And it's not even in the morning. We only normally drink tea.
Yeah, it's a late one.
I know,
Obviously,
yeah.
you all know what time it is if you're
Bet
watching it.
they're all going to be disappointed in us, do you reckon?
No, but we can't. The thing is, we've got a friend of mine,
Got
his
christening
little
tomorrow.
baby's christening tomorrow morning. And I thought, if the thing with me is, you're not so bad, but I'm bad. And if I start drinking wine
Yeah,
now,
you
I'm
can't
going to
just
do
have
a
one.
bottle and a half of wine in and feel like absolute shit in the
Can't
morning.
just have one. You just let's get the wine out. Let's get the whiskey out.
I'm not a
Let's
man.
get the MDMA out.
I'm not a man of moderation
You know,
in any way, shape, or form.
I think I am.
You're better at it than me. You're more
I am with a lot of things, I
weirdly
think.
more sensible than I am.
I am.
Not in some ways. Like, you're not
Why?
with, food.
What do you mean?
I'm more measured with food.
You trying to say call me a fat cunt?
I've got more willpower with food.
Yeah, I enjoy food.
I'm
That
not saying
is
you're
my-
a fat cunt. I'm just saying.
That is my drug, food. And the thing is, I can eat for fucking
Yeah,
days, mate.
you can. You have.
I'm
you
like
do
a
have
dog.
but you've got good willpower with drink. You're very you're
Because I'm
very
not
say
asked
no.
about it. I could live without it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if someone said, look, you're never going to drink ever again. Like, I'd be like, not asked.
Yeah. Other than little cheeky Pims.
No, but
I'll do.
I'm
She'll have
a
2 little
social.
cans of Pims and I'll have a full bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, I'm not. Even with smoking, and I know we've touched on this before, but even with smoking, right? I do like a little cigarette when I've had a drink, and I do like one after work because I've had a hard day, and there's something about having a cigarette after a long day of work where it just it's nice. I enjoy it, but then that's as far as it goes, really. It's just like the odd little here and there. Everything in moderation, Paul.
Even moderation.
But I wish I could do that with food. Because I just can't.
Speaking of food, I have been a little revelation for you. I've been a vegetarian for about a month,
I know.
and I mean, she keeps doing this like she's dead unhappy about it, but
It's just weird. I've never been with a vegetarian in my life.
I'm not saying I'm a
I haven't even been
vegetarian.
friends
Right?
with a
I'm saying I've been
vegetarian.
eating a vegetarian diet for a month. I'm not saying I am a
not saying,
vegetarian.
like,
And I haven't done it for any moral reasons or even any health reasons. I did it because we had a night on magic mushrooms and I woke up the next day and those mushrooms did something to me. And now I don't like the idea of eating meat, not for any moral reason. It just doesn't.
I think you've just got into the habit of not eating it. I
No.
think each day has just gone on and
No,
you've
but
just got
it's
used
like,
to it.
you know what I equate it to, going back to what you've just said, it's like I smoked a lot when I was younger and I stopped. I tried to stop loads of times and failed. And then one day,
You just woke up.
no, I went to a gym one night. I tried to run and got so ridiculously out of breath that I just went, I'm not smoking anymore. And I just never smoked again.
Yeah.
But I felt something turn in my head, and it was the same feeling.
I get like that
I
with
woke up the
certain
next
things.
day, and I was just like, I don't fancy eating meat. And it wasn't the idea that there was no like moral consideration or anything. It was just like, it wasn't like I was going, I feel like this is better for the planet or something. I just didn't
it's
want
just
to eat
weird.
meat.
Like you'd hypnotised yourself somehow.
And I haven't missed it. I haven't fancied it.
Mad that, innit?
Even today, like yesterday, everyone got poutine, and I got vegan poutine.
What?
It's like chips and gravy, but with like vegan cheese on it.
Poutine.
Yeah, it's a Canadian dish
Oh.
from Caribou Poutine.
Caribou
like
poutine.
Chips and gravy with like cheese curds. It sounds terrible, but it's fucking great. But I got that with vegan cheese in it. And again, I'm not saying I'm a vegan because I've been eating veggie and I've been eating eggs and stuff because I don't see anything wrong with eating eggs.
Do you know what though? I will say, right? I've tried to follow in the path, haven't I? But not really, not because I want to be veggie. Because I don't.
I've liked the veggie brekkie for ages, haven't I? I always get a veggie brekkie.
Yeah. But I did order a veggie brekkie, didn't I? Where was we then?
On the way from London to York.
London to York, our travels. And we stopped at this little cafe, didn't we?
Was it called a Michi?
Yeah. And I had a veggie brekkie and it was lovely.
Veggie sausages are good, man.
Yeah. It was. I mean,
And you don't feel as shitty after it.
yeah, them veggie sausages, but that bacon was fucking
bacon's not
like
good.
spam. It was. It was like
Yeah,
It
bacon's
wasn't
not
spam,
good.
but it
No
was
one's got-
like
no one's. But veggie sausages are good.
yeah.
And eggs are good. And mushrooms are good. And hash browns are good. Beans
They're
are
my
good.
favourite hash browns.
Bits anyway.
But you had a Whopper, a veggie Whopper
Mate,
the other day.
that surprised
In
me.
the train
I've had a couple
station?
of Beyond Burgers, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying these are the healthiest things in the world, but I eat a lot of shit anyway, so I thought it can't be as bad as a real one. And I don't really like Burger King.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like shit. But I got you one in the train station, didn't I?
Yeah, and
I
he
thought,
threw it
I'll
in the
try it.
fucking bin.
I'll try a plant-based
We'll get to that in a
Whopper.
minute.
And I got it. Mate, it's so much nicer than a real Whopper.
I did try it, to be fair, and I was blown away. It
It's-
didn't even it
I had
tasted
to go
like
and get
meat.
another one.
It tasted like meat. This is what gets me though. This is what does my head in, right? So your reason for being a veggie is just because you went off meat, yeah.
Yeah.
But then that Whopper burger, which is a veggie burger, tasted exactly like meat.
No, but this is like, I'm not saying I don't like.
So I'm a bit confused about that.
There's something in the idea of eating meat that my body doesn't want to do now. And I feel like the mushrooms have gone to me. If you carry on eating meat, it's going to be bad for you. I feel like I was going to die or something, and the mushrooms have saved my life.
That's not a mushroom saved my
Honestly,
life.
I know that sounds very hippie-ish and stuff. But, right, my granddad died very young
Oh yeah.
of a heart attack.
Oh really?
Like 350. Right? And I eat a bad diet.
Yeah.
And most of the bad food I eat is meat.
Meat.
Very, very fatty cuts of meat. Very
Suppose,
processed
yeah.
meat. And I feel like the mushrooms have gone, you're going to have a nightmare here.
Yeah.
Get off that meat shit.
Maybe that's what it is
And
then.
just done me. And just
Yeah.
done me a favour. And you see me die on the mushrooms, so.
Oh my god! I don't want to keep going about mushrooms, but
I die first.
yeah, like basically, we spoke about the dying thing. But me and Paul had mushrooms together. When was it? This is we spoke now. The other one we spoke about when we did it with Rudy. This time we done it just me and him, and it blew my head off. No, but like
it was a good experience.
No, very good experience, but it was so intense, right? I can't even put it into words. Like I can't. The other time I could put it into words, but I can't put it into words. Like I literally felt like I had magic powers in my hands. And you got possessed twice. I seen him age and die, but that sounds awful, doesn't it? But it was all I'd done is basically experienced our relationship throughout our whole life up until when we die or when you die. And then I felt really sad because I felt like we've been together for so many years, and I'd watched the aging process in you really fast. Like when you press like fast forward on something, and then he died very old, by the way. So don't worry, everyone. He's still going to be around for a while, but he died, and then I just remember feeling like lonely that he'd left me, and I didn't want to be on the planet anymore. I just wanted to go with you. It's so sad. But it was beautiful at the same time. It's fucking weird. And it's saying like, oh, you died. It was beautiful. But it was so mad. And like, we had like some kind of weird mushroom sex without any penis inserting.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Didn't we?
And we were naked.
We were naked.
There was no need for it.
There was one moment though what really scared me, and it was when that weird music come on, and then you was like sitting there like, and like it was like he was.
I was downloading some data.
Yeah, so he was downloading.
I feel like
something.
I was this close to like being Stephen Hawking and clever.
I swear to God, I was like, stop it now, stop it. Honestly, I was so close to like just absolutely freaking out when you're outside with no clothes on and that. Calling an ambulance. Yeah. And then another time you just it was just so weird.
And Loz has been processing this now.
Do you know what though, right? It really drained me, didn't it? Like before I went to bed lovely and I woke up this time, as great as it was there's so much energy transfer that it just drained me. Like I was just like I couldn't eat. I was like in the fetal position, weren't I? Like hugging into you on the kitchen floor at the end, because I was just like it was just all too much, but in a positive way.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That's that's why I've been eating vegetarian.
Yeah. I was seeing the universe in a glass of water as well.
I saw it at the time, but I thought, I said, get on this. And she seen it straight away and she was like,
I was just lying there like,
it's amazing.
The universe.
I feel like now.
It's so weird.
Announcements.
Ridiculous.
I feel like I'm going to branch out into being a mushroom shaman.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm good at it.
You know, the Mild, what is it?
Mild High Club.
The Mild High Club.
Yeah, shout out Mild High Club. I gave them a little mushroom podcast. Experience.
Yeah, because I weren't there then, was I?
No.
And they come round to Paul's, and like Dean was calling him Shaman Paul.
They're all calling me Shaman Paul now, and I like it. I'm building my little mushroom experience collection up.
I know. So there's one thing that I wanted to discuss as well, because since we last had an episode out. We haven't told them about the new update on the building that we spoke about.
Oh yeah, not doing that.
We're not doing it now. We've decided to walk away.
Couldn't make it work.
Well, we know we could make it work.
I know it would have, but it would have just taken up.
So if nobody does, we're going to take on
to do this now.
Yeah, we was going to take on a building that was going to be not just for the podcast. It was going to be entertainment, like theatre type thing, weren't it, for comedy and stuff. And it was going to be a bar on the second floor, and then the Brow & Co, my Liverpool studio, was going to be on the bottom floor. But we thought it's just a big commitment, isn't it? Like, it would have just took over our lives. It's a whole different industry for both of us, like, especially the bar side of things.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that now.
I mean, probably we would have had fun, but it would have just been like,
But we're going to sort something else out.
well, we're gonna do a garden podcast, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're looking.
Which means it won't be live because all you fuckers aren't coming to my house.
No.
Unless you want to pay me to do a mushroom
But
ceremony.
but I think and
That's a joke, by the way. I'm not going to do
So-
that. And I do not have mushrooms, and I don't condone taking mushrooms, and I'm only joking. If
okay.
there's any grasses in.
I mean, I don't think there's many grasses on our
Well, you just
podcast.
don't know. Sometimes there's grasses in, do you know what I mean?
Oh, fuck them.
You say that until they grass you up, and then the busies.
What can they say? Oh, they said this
Well,
on their podcast. I could say that I'm a man with a fucking 10-inch dick, but do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean it's the truth.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. None of it's the truth. We're all lying. She is actually a man with a 10-inch dick.
So yeah, we're gonna get a garden studio built, aren't we?
Mm.
And
Well, when I try to, I'm getting a quote.
well, that's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the plan.
We're gonna see who gives us the best quote.
Really, just because I need more wall space for art.
I know. I swear that's just gonna be full of fucking all the stupid art you
It's gonna be
keep
a
buying.
little gallery.
I say stupid art, but I love art as well. I'm just, you know, Paul bought a painting today and it was very expensive. I'm not gonna say
It's
how
an
much it was.
investment, though.
But it was very, and he just walked in. I was meant to be shopping for like christening clothes for tomorrow, and then he just went, "Ooh," he's like that, "Ooh, art," and then he just gets led into these shops.
I like a gallery, but again, I put a post on Instagram saying like, "Oh, we had a middle class," but you know, I like looking at these things. But this one just grabbed me, didn't it? And I
just
thought,
stand there like that. And I went, Paul, and he
so
went.
good. By
The
a guy
woman
called
spoke.
Simon
The woman
Kenny.
said, "Oh, this is the easiest sale she's done in her life." She just said about 3 words, and he went, "I'll have it." I was like,
I
do you know,
enjoy
right?
being
Do
impulsive.
you know what annoys me about you though, right? Is that you don't haggle for things. Do you know what I mean? Like, I got £800 knocked off his watch when we went to York, because you bought that watch, didn't you? £800 I got.
I got this watch. Yeah, I had to get rid of all my watches in lockdown because I was skint. I had quite a few nice watches.
Yeah,
didn't
you did, yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, if you are out there and you're thinking, oh, Rolex, whatever, you know what? If that's for you, it's all fine and all that, and you've got a little Rolex, haven't you? But they weren't really for me, and the Rolex I had pissed me off, and it was an Oyster Flex Yellow Gold Daytona, which is a nice watch, but I never used it properly, and it just made me anxious that it was on me own.
Yeah.
But the only one I felt sad about was this little.
Well, it was quite a bit different, weren't it?
I've always wanted this watch. It's in a. You won't be able to see it on the camera. I'll try and cut a.
It's
a picture of
orange.
it. But it's an Amiga Seamaster Planet Ocean, right? And it's James Bond wears an Amiga, and I always wanted to be.
James
I always
Bond.
wanted an Aston. Yeah, I always wanted to have an Aston Martin. I love James Bond. I haven't seen the latest one, so don't ruin it for me. I haven't had a chance yet, but I always wanted an Amiga and an Aston Martin. And I know I'm not James Bond, but I just wanted it, do you know what I mean? And then that was the first nice watch that I got. I got an Amiga Seamaster and the Amiga Speedmaster, which is the moon watch, which is the watch they wore, the NASA astronauts wore to the moon. And it's fucking cool because you got this big. And then I was very sad because I proper ran out of money in lockdown. I mean, outgoings. Because the thing is, when you earn good money, like, your outgoings just go up because you start living a bit of a better lifestyle. I don't want to be a prick, do you know what I mean? But like I was going through divorce at the time and ended up paying for a lot of stuff there, and I just wasn't very sensible with money because I'm not a sensible person. But ran out of money and I had to sell me 2 Amigas, and I was very sad about it. And there was but you know what I really discovered? When you do things like that, you discover what actually matters to you. And a lot of the shit that I had didn't really matter to me. The Rolex, I had no emotion selling that at all.
I remember when you bought that, and I went with him, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
what are you doing?" But we ain't been together very long then, so I wasn't comfortable enough to go, "You're a prick."
Yeah.
I had to just go, "Okay, yeah, okay." I won't say how much it was, but yeah, okay, that's lovely. But I was like, "What?"
I didn't mind selling that, but even the moon watch I didn't really mind. But this, I was very sad letting go of the Speedmaster because it was the one that I used to wear all the time. It's the most comfy one. You know what you find, right? I think about, like, I've had nice cars and I've had nice watches and I've had nice clothes. I do enjoy nice clothes.
Yeah.
There's certain things that when you spend money on,
Yeah.
they are better. Like,
Do you know what though? Can I just? I don't know if I've spoke about this before, but Paul bought a coat recently, very lovely coat, and he looks amazing in it. And I'm sure you've all seen it on Instagram, right? But you know what? Like, there was loads of comments saying, "Oh, Paul's birds keeps dressing him lately." Blah blah blah. What the fuck, lad? Like that. Are you mad? Like, I swear to God, he's got the best dress sense. Like, I can't dress myself. Like, I'm terrible at putting things together. Like, he's so good. Honestly, like, I can't ever buy any item of clothing. I don't think I have. Never. Since I've been with you,
kind of
have I ever bought an item of clothing and not passed it by you first?
Only one.
What?
Your wedding dress.
I know, and that's done me head in as well. And I keep second guessing my own fucking wedding dress because I haven't had his approval. It's weird.
I've always been. I've got a good eye for colour, and I've got a good eye for like things that match. I've always.
So you all think it's me, but it's not.
I never trusted it about myself, and so I've always just because the thing is, it's hard to stand out. You know what made me buy that coat is that I mean it stands out, this coat, right? If you want to see it, go on my Instagram. It's a grey Dolce & Gabbana lambskin coat, right? Which again proves I'm not a vegan.
I know. I said, how do you feel about wearing a lamb?
But I looked at it, right, and I think this shows growth as a person because I looked at it and I thought, do I have the audacity to wear that? And you know what entered my head?
Audacity.
Because I thought, if I put that on Instagram, people are going to slag it off. And then I thought, I'm getting it because of that. Because fuck them. Because I think it looks nice.
Right, Paul's put
and
a lot
people
of...
have slagged it off.
He's put a lot of stupid clothes on in our time together, right? As in, we've gone to shops and he's put things on and I've gone, absolutely fucking not. Get it off right now. It's ridiculous. And he's like, why though? I like it. You just like some mad, weird shit, right? But that coat, he was like, oh, look at this coat. And I thought, here we go. It's going to be another polar bear coat fucking situation like we had in Rome. And then he's put this coat on. I was like, wow, that's nice, you know. And even when he told me the price of it, I was like, oh, it's just worth it. Like, it's so nice.
And it feels lovely. And that's what I'm saying about, like, when you get proper nice clothes and nice fabrics, they feel better, so they improve your life. Like, some things aren't worth it.
No.
Like, well, not for me anyway. Like, a Rolex wasn't worth it.
No.
But nice clothes are worth it. Like, paintings, I got a lot of joy. I never regretted buying a painting. I do get a lot of joy out of paintings. Like, I'm not saying, like, it's the best use of your money or the best investment ever. I've probably been more sensible. But I've gone through a lot of soul searching on this kind of stuff. And what I think is, if I was the type of person who was more sensible in that regard and went out and actually bought fucking just invested my money in low yield stocks and shit, I wouldn't be who I am. I think the impulsive nature is part of why I'm good at what I do. Yeah. So you can't really have one without the other. So you might as well not fight anymore. It's
a good way of looking at it. It's a good excuse, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And also I get to have good experiences. Like, I like being impulsive and then just getting up and going. And also as well, I've come to the conclusion, not to dwell on the mushrooms so much, but every time you have one of these mushrooms experience, you kind of experience a little bit of ego death, and then you wake up the next day, and it's not like you can live without your ego. Your ego needs to be there, especially doing something that I do. You have to have an ego.
Yeah, of course.
So once you experience ego death, your ego comes back the next day and goes, you better fucking get a grip of yourself.
Go and buy something stupid.
Yeah, and then sends you out and makes you try and buy a Porsche.
Worked. Should we say hello to everyone? Because we haven't said hello to anyone yet.
Yeah. I did see a question.
I know there's so many comments right there. Let's see if we can have a little look.
There that I did want to answer because JW said, thank you so much for the backstage videos, Paul. Will your show be on YouTube or anywhere soon, man? Big love for an incredible improv artist. Thank you so much, JW. The show will be on after it's filmed properly, hopefully in Dublin.
Hopefully.
In February. But after the end of the tour, obviously I can't put the show on now because the tour's still going. So we're doing the behind the scenes stuff. If you haven't checked that out as well, you're on the YouTube channel now.
It's literally
after
on
this,
there.
Go and watch them all because they are very good. Shouts out to Rudy Chu from RD Creative.
Rudy IQ.
Filming and editing and all. Yeah,
I was watching that one today, the new one. The landed no one.
Oh yeah, I'm back there next week, by the way, if you're about. So yeah, that answers that.
We were doing some kung fu on that one as well backstage.
Yeah, we did. You know, he took me fucking head off.
Oh, those just come from the side, unannounced.
Houston. Oh.
No.
Don't get to watch you very often. Catch up in your podcast when working. Sending love from the tune. Oh, nice.
Paul Laurie are the best podcasts. Thanks, Jordan.
Paul is the king. Thank you. Double king. Coming to see you again. Hot Water, 5th of November. I seen you in Newcastle. You were amazing. If I buy a hoodie of Hot Water, will you sign it, please? Of course, but bring something for me to sign it with.
Yeah, aren't they black?
The black. So you'll need like a silver Sharpie or something.
Wouldn't it wash off?
Yeah, but then they can't wash it.
They can't wash it. Oh.
I would imagine. Well, no, it'll just wash off. Won't it?
Maybe you could sign the little tag inside.
It'll still wash off.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit of a dilemma, that, isn't it? Hi, guys. I've literally loved you both. Been waiting for the new vid. Then boom, way live. Woohoo! Who else is in? There's loads of new people.
Loads of new
Loads
people.
of new people. Or have
Hello,
we just
Jordan.
forgot
Hello,
people?
Maloko B is a regular.
Oh, he's
hello,
a
Maloko.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Oi, you beautiful, you little beauties. Don't get to watch his live often, but I catch you on the podcast when I'm working. Oh, you've already read that one. Sorry. Yeah.
And loads of people suggesting veggie or vegan options. Thank you very much.
When are you coming to Australia? Jason said.
I would love to go to Australia. You know what I'm
You've never been, have you?
Never been to Australia. It's just
what
hard to
part
get
of
there with the kids.
Australia are you from, Jason? Is it good?
Fucking
go on.
That's pretty good.
Australia.
I also I got offered a gig in Denmark before.
Did you?
But I don't know if it hasn't come through. Someone asked me to do a gig in Denmark. Private one though.
Who did?
Some guy. But he's messaged me before saying love from Denmark, and that's a real person.
What private one?
No, it's like for his company, like a corporate one.
Private.
I mean, the money I've asked for, if he pays it, I will suck his dick. You'll suck his dick.
I'm not fucking sucking his dick, mate. Fucking crack on.
Oh, by the way, Laurie is sporting this very lovely number today. This T-shirt is the T-shirt I had on when we first met.
Ah.
Isn't that nice, isn't it? And I'm going to get a frame.
And it is the truth as well. If you
And
look
the
back at the very first picture we had together,
Yeah.
he was wearing
I
this.
was wearing that, and it's actually a jiu-jitsu brand because I like a bit of grappling. No, I mean I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. And it's from a company called Progress Jiu-Jitsu, had a very good jiu-jitsu brand who make gis and other jiu-jitsu apparel.
Apparel.
And I got in touch with them and I said, "Oh, like thanks for the T-shirt. This is what I had on," because someone tagged them in it when I put the picture on our anniversary, and they don't make these anymore, but they got one made for me and sent me a new one.
Did
So I
they?
could frame that one, yeah.
Ah, where is it?
I've got it. It's still wrapped up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what, exactly the same?
Exactly the same, yeah.
Ah.
A brand new one.
So we'll get this framed.
Get that one
'Cause
framed.
How are you going to fit this on the wall when you've got so much fucking art? Do you want my signature on it?
No, I think we should get your one as well. That top that you had, and put them.
Oh,
both
yeah,
in a
still
frame
got
together,
that.
Wrap them around each other.
Ah. Well, mine's one with a little, like,
Make a little
flowery
heart
crop
out of
top.
them.
Ah, that would be nice.
So now, yeah.
Cushions.
And I had good
Cush,
diet.
cush. Cushions.
Daz asked how was Bolton. Bolton was Bolton was so
I never
good
went to the
second time.
Bolton gigs,
Do you know
did
what? I
I?
had a bit of a nightmare with Bolton because the first time, there's something about that room, right? And on the first show, I started the show off, and some guy was in the front row, and he was a little bit nervous, and I just said, "How come you look fuming, mate?" And he went, he panicked, and he said, "I'm waiting for the comedian to come on." Now I could see his face, and as soon as he said that, he went, "Oh," like this, right?
Like he regretted it.
Yeah, and then everyone was like, "Ooh," wanted me to slam him. But because I could see his face, it was almost like it's like he threw a punch, missed me, and then ducked down and cowered into a ball. Do you know what I mean? So and then they wanted me to start knocking fuck out of him, right? And then so I said, "All right, mate, what do you do?" And he said he was a traffic warden, right? And I was like, "For fuck's sake!"
As if it's. Do you reckon?
And I was
he
like,
was?
"So you are out of cunt?" No, he was.
Who would admit to that?
I know.
That's
No, he was
fucking-
just completely
That's
flattered
like
at this
death.
point. So like he wasn't enjoying it at that point, and I was like, I don't want anyone to come and sit and not enjoy the show. So I kind of had a little bit of banter with him, and then I left him then because I thought he's going to calm down now because it's all happened. And then the show was fine. But when I went back on, Danny Mac went on and done dead well, as he always does. And then when I went back on, I was like, just out of all the tour shows I've done, I just felt like I couldn't get any momentum. I was like, it was just sticky, right? But then I did it the second time, and he was so nice, the crowd.
And you
And then
loved
when
it,
I went
didn't
back
you?
on, but what it is it's something in that room because for some reason, the way the sound carries in that room, it sounds like all the laughter's coming from the back. But because it was the second time, I was like, I knew I was doing well, so I was like, this must be, and I was kind of made an effort to like really look around. And I was like, no, they're all laughing. It must have, so it made me feel better off the first time. So I think the second time was definitely better than the first time. But the first time wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't do very well the first one.
Someone's asked,
Unless I'm completely wrong and you were at the first one and you think I was shit.
Sean's asked, guys, when's the forfeit for the subscribers bet you had? Let's talk about this. Okay, so.
I feel like I was very unlucky here.
Well, yeah, you was because you lost.
No, but I feel like I was very unlucky in circumstances and the fact that like we've had to slow down on the episodes and stuff, and I just feel like I was
Make
very unlucky, and I
excuses
just don't
now.
feel like it was a fair competition.
Right,
And I just don't feel
it
like
is fair though, isn't it?
I feel like
Because
just I
you
feel like
knew.
some kind of like,
Right, let's just explain.
I feel like some measures should be taken to
So
make it more
Paul's
fair. because-
cut-off date. Yeah, I'm going to tell you all what Paul's prediction date for us to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. His date was the 13th of September, and my date was, I can't say my date, can I? Can I? Should I say my
You
date?
might as well know. You've won.
7th of November, right? So my arse was like that because I was like, fucking hell, because I remember the 1 month we was flying, and I thought,
Saying that though, you haven't technically
don't
won
start.
yet.
With, no, I
No,
haven't,
because
but I've still got time after it as well,
yeah, a month.
just like you had. No, you had more than a month, kid.
No, never.
You did.
No, never. Before
Yes, you did.
No,
So
never.
the 13th of September, yeah, that was your date, and then you had.
So I did the 12th of October, so I had the month after mine. You should get a month after yours.
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
fair.
No,
Why is that not fair?
no, because we never wrote that into the rules.
What's
That
in the
wasn't
rules
the
then?
rules. That was not a rule.
'Cause it can't be a
it
month
was
before mine.
no. Right, stop now. Let's just stop right there.
Let's not start shouting.
Right. We said, and we can. I'll go back, and I know because we'll go. Everyone's witnessed it. The closest, and yours is gone now. I'm the closest, so
Yeah,
yeah.
but you should only still.
Well, we're nearly at 9,000 kids, so we're nearly there.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna
you've
win.
got till the 7th of December.
No,
and if
we
it
said the
doesn't-
closest, so I picked the
No,
later
because
date.
no,
So
that's not
I'm
fair.
closest.
No, we did actually. I'll go back through the episodes and we did actually discuss
No,
this. That
we
that
never,
wasn't
Paul.
fair.
No.
Yes, we did.
Honestly, I've
I'll go
never
and
met
find it.
such a bad loser
I'll go find
in
it.
all of
Fans,
my
if
life.
you're out there,
I'm disappointed in you.
and you
So
I mean,
Paul basically,
podcast fans, if you
he's
can go
gotta
back
do a
and find
skydive.
that bit of
He's got-
conversation
I'm-
for us,
just
I
wait,
will give you good money.
right. So honestly, it's really terrible
Why is it?
because it's terrible that
I
you just can't
don't
accept
want to jump
defeat.
out of a plane.
You hate that you've lost.
I don't. I just hate that I have to
Yeah.
jump out of a
Well,
plane.
I would have hated to get my head shaved,
Yeah,
but,
but that,
hey,
as I've already
hey,
stated,
I
that
picked
you
the right
can't die
date.
doing that, so you're being a bit fucking silly there. But
pardon. I will die from fucking depression when I have to walk down the fucking aisle with fucking a big shaved head. you know what I'm saying? That's my worst nightmare. That your worst nightmare is jumping out of a plane. Mine is my hair. I fucking can't. Honestly, it's the worst thing ever for a woman.
You don't
Well,
have
it is
to
for
do
me
now, do
anyway.
you?
I don't have to do it now because I won't.
And you wouldn't have done it anyway. You
Anyway,
said you
why
weren't
do you
going
have
to
to
do it.
ruin my glory? Why can't you just let me have a bit of glory?
Oh, well,
Why
if
do you
you
have
win.
to make me feel like
I'll let you
like
have the
I've,
glory
like
if
I've
you win.
won like we're in a shit
If
way?
you win, I'll
I
let you have the
fucking
glory.
won.
If you win, I'll let you have the glory.
I've won.
You haven't won yet.
I've won.
You haven't.
I have.
Technically.
I have. And you can't even say about the podcast either because all of your backstage stuff has been going on this whole time onto our YouTube. So there's still been content going on there.
Nah, it's not the
And
same,
you, do
though.
you know what? Because you haven't been pushing it. You haven't been pushing your backstage
What do you mean?
on your Instagram.
Yeah.
It's your own fault. It's not my fault. It's your own fault. You haven't been pushing your stuff on your Instagram, have you? Like you used to. You know you haven't.
Just haven't had time.
Well, you have.
Oh, have I?
Well, you've had time to post other shit.
I haven't got the clips to post. I haven't got time to do the
No,
clips.
I'm saying like just sharing the links and stuff. You don't share them anymore.
Yeah, because I used to share them on the clips.
Anyway, so Paul's going to be jumping out of a plane, and it's going to be a great day.
Also, speaking
I
of
did
charities,
say I'd do it with you. So
speaking of things that I will do this, but I'm gonna do it for charity anyway. I am gonna do it, but also because I'm trying to raise money for a place called Rainbow Kids in Kirby, because they're lovely people and they help kids with special educational needs, and they help a lot of kids from my little boy's school, and they used to be in another place. There used to be another business, and the lady who works there, it got shut down during lockdown, and they've had no help at all from anyone. And this woman has worked her ass off. The team there have all worked their ass off to try and build this little gaff, and they found a place to have it in. It's not ideal, but I mean, at least they've got somewhere to be now, and they need a minibus and they need some things like that. So they're going to be collecting at my shows. I'm going to be doing some fundraising.
what are you
stuff
going to
for
do?
them.
What are you going to do? The skydive for them?
I'm going to do the skydive for them.
Yeah.
I'm also going to be doing the I don't know if you saw the other week, but a woman let me tattoo her leg like a fucking Wally, right? Just because I was in the tattoo parlor and I jokingly said Gizzago, and she said go ahead. So she got a stick man tattooed off me, and then a lot of other people said, "Oh, tattoo me." So I'm going to be spending a day in the tattoo parlor. I think we're trying to work out the full idea of it, but I'm going to be tattooing people.
I want to come and watch that.
So if you want a very bad
shall I
tattoo
tattoo
done by
people as
me,
well?
or I mean, if I was you, I would get her to do it. But it depends what you want. If you want to,
Well,
if you want to be able to
technically I
say
do
Paul
tattoo
Smith's
anyway.
tattoos, yeah. But
I'd do a good eyebrow on someone if they wanted.
she
if
will
they want, if you want an
100% be better.
if you want an eyebrow on your leg, sound
just eyebrows,
Flying
just
there.
eyebrow there.
flying.
So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that for Rainbow Kids in Kirby. Give them a follow on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Rainbow Kids CIC, and just there because they're good people. So yeah, they're gonna be at me Liverpool tour date the 24th and 25th of October. At the Echo
that's
Arena
next week,
Auditorium,
innit?
Sunday and Monday. Very, very busy, but yeah, they're going to be there. Oh, Rudy choosing. Oh,
Hi,
hi,
Rudy Chew.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to be doing that. What else have we been up to?
Well, we most recently we got invited to Hamley's VIP.
Oh, yeah.
Hamley's is a toy store in London. If you don't know,
Oh, it was good, wasn't
it's like your typical like film, like movies toy store, and it like
it? It makes Smiths look shit.
oh Smith's is a fucking absolute bag of poo.
Bag of poo.
A bag of poo.
A bag of poo.
Yeah, bag of lost poo. If you know, you know. Anyway, yeah. So we got invited to like a VIP opening of the grotto, didn't we? And so me, Paul, and little Alex, little Gracie went. And highlight of the evening, we met Ronan Keating and Keith Lemon.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like someone told us Ronan Keating was downstairs,
Ronan
and we were
Keating
like,
looks about
fucking.
fucking 10 years younger than me.
I was saying like.
I don't want
Ronan
to spread rumours
Keating-
about Ronan Keating, but he is 100% eating baby
He's-
stem cells or something.
I swear to God, right? He's
And you know what? If
he's
he
on
looks
the
like that, I
same.
will eat
He's
him.
on the same kind of health diet, whatever it is. Baby juice, baby fucking blood, stem cell shit. I don't know, but he's on the same one as Simon Cowell
Mm.
because they've
Yeah,
got
but the thing
they've
is,
got
like-
like this thing where like they're
I don't
you
think
know
he
their
had any
skin is
work.
like tight on their bones, like they've got in their lip.
No, but
like-
that would make it look like.
Like, do you know what I
No,
mean?
but
Like
Simon Cowell's had facelifts.
like
and
their
shit, that's why.
eyeballs pop out their head.
Simon
'cause
Cowell's had
it's-
work done. No, I don't think Ronan Keating's had
No,
work done.
it's no, because he's lost weight. So it's something to do with some kind of like plant-based stem cell fucking shit they're injecting into him. I don't know what it is, but it's like
It
they
looks fucking great.
they look
I
the
thought it was
same.
because they get like airbrushed and that on the TV, but fuck me, I was next to the cunt and he was just like, sorry for calling you a cunt, Ronan, but I mean, that was the time of
He
endearment.
looked like a waxwork. He looked like he was like he was in Madame Tussauds.
I felt like I looked up. I felt like I had all right skin in there until I stood next to him.
And on the photo, it's like fuck.
What the fuck?
Get a filter on my face.
Yeah. Can I have half a filter on this picture, please?
And as well, I've got to tell. So the person who told us that Ronan Keating was here was like, "Oh, he's with a woman that looks like that could be his daughter. She looks so young." And I thought, I'm sure he's married to like some like blonde woman, and she's not young. Anyway, gone downstairs and I thought, fucking hell, he is like fucking. She looks about 20, pretty girl. And then afterwards, I thought, oh, I hope he's not like left his wife and that. Anyway, I looked on his Instagram. It is his daughter, and she is 20. Pretty girl, yeah. So judgments made there. There was judgments made.
There was. Sorry about
And
that,
it's his
Ronan.
Well, it wasn't us.
No, but like, sorry
wasn't us,
to
but-
be a part of it because we kind of both went, ooh.
Ooh, and I thought, God, she's young enough to be his daughter. She was his daughter.
Speaking of daughters, her evil genius of a daughter absolutely fucking done me right, because who goes into Hamleys and her daughter is under the impression
She's 4.
and I told her the other way, but all the way there she's under the impression that she can just have anything in the toy shop. Like, what was she? We walked into M&M World and she just walked. She doesn't even give a fuck about half it. She's just going that. She's just she's a proper. I want everything, and she.
Yeah.
So we goes into Hamlet and she's just grabbing stuff, like
Walking around
armfuls
like
of
that,
stuff,
juggling
and
stuff.
then going, hold that, and I went no, and she was like, I'm not carrying it, and I said, listen, here's the deal, you can keep what you can carry, right? So bear that in mind. We've got loads of like space to go, and you've got to go and see Santa. So if you can't carry something, you can't have it. So just choose wisely. You've only got so much arm space. And she was like, okay. And then she
A little
runs
brain
off.
was little, like,
Runs off. And then I was like, we were starting chatting to people. Next minute, here and my little lad turn up. Fucking baskets. They've gone and
We couldn't
asked
see any baskets
the
when we ran in.
staff
For a basket out the back, from out
and
the
they're
back.
loading these big fucking fabric baskets up. And I was like, fuck.
Done you there.
Done me, mate, because I couldn't even go back on it. I was like, you know what?
It's like they
You
come
got-
back
you-
like fuck you, cunt.
Because I feel like if you move the goalpost at that point, you're showing like that kind of ingenuity is not valuable, and it is. So I was like, you know what? Like,
Do you know what? Yeah, if you use it, you're using your initiative there, kids.
literally, I mean, I made the rules.
I
and
guarantee
they
Gracie's gone to Alex. Right, come with me. Let's go. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Surprised you didn't
does
bring
my
a
head in.
fucking Asda shopping trolley round the
I know.
corner. Go on, then, you fucking arsehole. Fill it up.
Technically, I could have said you're not carrying that though, and then just not let
And then
that.
watch it go.
Yeah.
And then fucking
Left
carry
the
it.
fucking trolley
Yeah.
up over the head.
So, yeah, and then we met...
Met Santa. The Santa there.
was
was
incredible. It was like
unbelievable.
54th, Miracle on
Like,
54th
I've been
Street
to a few
Santa.
grottos in my time. I've been to some good grottos, but no, this guy was.
This guy was proper,
he
wasn't
was the top level Santa in the world. Then.
Yeah, he was.
Or in
he
the
was
country
good.
at least.
In the country.
Wherever you are, Hamley
Well, it's
Santa.
Hamley's London, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? They can't
Yeah.
get no fucking alcoholic drug addict fucking Santa
Nah.
with a shit beard.
Nah, and if he was an alcoholic or a drug addict, he was very functional.
Yeah. And you know what? We actually we nearly missed him, didn't we? Well, he was coming out of the room to leave, and then he's seen the kids, and
Me
he
and
was
Loz
like,
got a bit carried away with the
he
mulled
went,
wine.
"Can we use the room?" To the staff, to the elves, and he went back in for him, didn't he?
It was so good. I do recommend you go to Hamley.
Hamley's. Father Christmas.
We've had a few. It's been weird because we've been in London like loads. Oh my god, we went. You'll see this in the London behind the scenes. We fucking and Rudy, if you're watching this, it's fucking your fault. This, we comes out of. I did 4 shows at Leicester Square Theatre, which is an amazing place, by the way. And we had a lovely time, didn't we? So we're staying over. And the second night, we were like, the first time we had Pablo with us, so we didn't go out and have any drinks or anything.
Pablo the dog.
Pablo Escobar. And the second time we didn't, but we had all the camera gear with us, so we thought, well, I'll go and have a little drink after the show. We will have to get the camera gear back. And they have all these like rickshaws, like pedal bike, like rickshaws outside, like floating around Leicester Square for the tourists and that. And we'd seen them a couple of times, and I thought, just jump the rickshaws. We're only going to Trafalgar Square. So she's like, yeah. So I said to Rudy, film it. So he was like,
oh God.
So he was like, all right, I got in my one behind.
I remember what you're talking about.
Me and you got on the one in front. So we're going, and to be fair, the rickshaw drivers were fucking cool because they were like setting shots up and then he was like, right, I'll go slow in, you go past me and stuff like that. Yeah,
they were like in conjunction with each other.
Stuff. It was great, right? But Rudy says to them, he goes, where do you want to go? He goes, we're going to Trafalgar, but take us on a nice route. Like
a scenic route of London, all the sites.
So we can see some stuff. So he was like, okay, yeah.
But didn't tell the drivers where we're fucking going.
So we're going round Regent
He didn't say, right, take us on the scenic route to our hotel.
Went round Piccadilly Circus and that,
we wanted to go on a little fucking detour and then back where we was.
But we're having a lovely time. And I was enjoying it. So I was like,
we've playing some heavy tunes as well.
We had some deep bass line on and some Corrupt FM.
Corrupt.
People were dancing and stuff. We had a dead nice time. And Rudy's fucking hanging off.
I thought this is going on a bit long now.
Filming it. But we were on it for, I was like,
an hour?
He was going down. He moved roadblocks and like going down closed roads and shit. And
nearly fucking got. We nearly got
back in Leicester Square. And I'm like, and I go, can we go to Trafalgar? He goes, oh, do you want to go to London Eye? And I was like, nah, because people were waiting for us. So I was like, oh, no, we need to go back to Trafalgar Square, right? So he goes, okay. So he rides that. Then he takes us to Trafalgar Square. It took him about 3 minutes, right? Gets us to our hotel. We gets off. And I had like 80 quid and I thought, I hope this is enough.
80 quid is too much.
Nah, no, 150. And I was like, oh, fuck, I've only got 80. Did you say card? He went, yeah. So I paid him and he was like, and it's 150 for both of them. He was like,
each.
No, for each. That's what I mean. 150. They both wanted the 150 quid. And I was like,
£150
sake, Rudy.
Each. So £300 in total it cost us.
Devoed.
To go on a fucking bike.
But you know what?
Around London.
It was fun.
And cause it goes back to the whole bartering thing. Paul hasn't got that in him. The only thing he bartered on.
You bartering?
Huh? I come over and I was like, are you fucking kidding? You was like, no. To be fair, they've done a good job. And I was like, do you know what? I'm not even going to embarrass Paul here because I would have just gone, nah, I'm not paying 300 fucking quid. The only thing that he did barter is my ring, my engagement ring in Turkey.
I did.
That was the only thing that you haggled for, weren't it? We found out it was real as well in York, just by the way.
Oh mate, yeah, that was a flapper.
Found out, yeah. We thought while Paul's getting his watch,
I got it in Turkey, and I was like, I'm being scared to get it checked in case it was just glass, and the fellas had completely had me because I did some. Oh God. Just proper bear talk. I did some haggling. What's happened there? Oh, that's all the veg.
Oh, it's been coming out of both ends.
Been very gassy. No, what I think it is though.
It's so farty at the moment.
Do you know what it is?
Terrible,
it's the cheese. Because I haven't been eating meat. I've been eating quite a bit of cheese. What's that?
I know. I've never known you to be so gassy.
Been farting a lot. She enjoys me farts though. I think that's what keeps us strong.
I do laugh.
You do.
Yours aren't smelly though often.
I farted right.
You do occasionally have really bad ones and it's awful.
You have bad ones.
I don't have smelly ones.
You do.
I don't.
You farted just before we
I know, yeah, but it was wind. I was wind, but it wasn't smelly.
No.
They're not. They're very rarely smelly. No. They're just like I get a lot of like I need to release.
Anyway, what was I saying? For a burp. Oh, haggling. Yeah, so haggle, but he came down very quick. So I was like, I don't know if this is real now. But it looked like a legit place.
Well, it was in the mall. It was a proper jeweller's diamond place in the mall.
Zen Diamonds,
yeah.
But apparently, absolutely legit, so we're flying.
It is a real one, isn't it?
I mean, for all those muggers out there, it's fake as fuck.
I
Glass.
mean, good luck if you try and mug me,
It's
because
a
I
fucking
will
fox with
fucking
glass in
bitch
it.
slap you all over the fucking road. I swear to God, I've got that instinct. You know, someone's like fight or flight. I swear to God, I've got that psychopathic instinct that if someone tried to grab me, I'd just go full fucking nut job Taliban on them. I swear to God, I would. Start biting the nose off and that. I would. You know, some people go, freeze. I haven't got that in me to do that.
That just leg at me.
Nah, no way. I don't like the thought of being chased.
I've got flight.
Yeah. Good job you're with me then, isn't it, really?
Well, no, because you're going to be in a fight and I'm going to run. It's
Nah,
a good job for me.
You wouldn't
Because
do that.
you'll slow them down while
You
you're fighting
wouldn't
with
do
them.
that. Not when you got a responsibility. You wouldn't, because you have to face me then.
I wouldn't, because you get stabbed. You'd be dead and I'd be like...
Exactly. You'd never be able to live
I'd
with
be like,
yourself.
I fought as hard as I could, but...
You wouldn't, no. You wouldn't live with
That's a
yourself.
lie for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it'd ruin your life, that would.
No, it
You'd
wouldn't.
never,
I'd
you'd
rather die.
instinct. If you was on your own, because you haven't got no one to protect them, maybe. But if it was me, or your kids, or anything like that, do you know what I mean? You just would. You just would. You just do for your family, don't you?
You do for family. Martin Gormley asked, "Hi Paul, is that the shortest you've had your hair in a while?" No, I always get it cut the same. I always go to the same barber and I just say do it the same. Although it does look short and I quite like it.
My logo's put. I recognise this line from a film. I want the world. I want the whole world. Do you know I watched that today with Gracer? I want to lock it all up in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me now. I want today. I want tomorrow.
Willy Wonka or something?
I want to put the braids in my hair and I don't want to share it.
What it is?
Willy Wonka.
I
Yeah, well done. I
Yes.
just wanted to finish the song. Don't know why you said that though, but when someone says a short bit of a song and then you have to finish it then. Like you have to sing it and then finish it. Everyone's saying you've been had off with the £300. Told you.
I don't know. I'm fully aware I got it off.
And then you paid them £300, which is what done my head in as well. You paid them £300. I was fuming about it. I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, right? I thought I can't be asked to kick off here, right? And then you went, thanks, mate, thank you. And I thought, why are you saying thank you to him? And he's just robbed them both. They both just concocted together.
Wait till you see
and
the
then
footage that we
fucking
get
robbed
back
you.
now.
And then you said thank you. And then you went, oh, I had a lovely time. And I thought, it's been
Did I have a lovely
robbed.
time?
They've literally just
No, but the
conspired
thing is,
against
right,
you.
no, the
I
thing
thought,
is, right,
he's weak. We'll have
yeah,
him.
right. Let's look at. I think what you need to do is.
Because if
look at
I
this
was
from another-
paying, they wouldn't have
let
got
me
that.
finish. What you need to do before you come
No,
in and
I'm
fucking
just saying-
steamroll it because you can't fucking accept anyone else's point of view on things, right?
I always do.
Think about it, right? My point of view is better than yours because
Why
what
do
you
you
would
think
have
that?
done and what you're still doing is going nah, and you'd have argued with them and you'd have saved. Maybe you'd have haggled them down to $250.
I just said no.
What
This
you'd
is
have
how
just
much
said
I
no.
think that you deserve.
So, but you'd have paid an amount of money.
Yeah.
Let's say you paid 150 quid. But
That would still would
you'd
have
have
been
ruined
better.
the whole experience because you'd have all you'd
But
have.
that's why I
the way
didn't
you're
say
remembering
anything.
It,
That's why I didn't say
Yeah,
anything, because I seen your little face and I
no,
thought,
but
oh, we had
what
a lovely
I'm saying
time.
Is,
Yeah, that's why I didn't, did I?
no, but you're still thinking it now. You're
Because
still
we're
angry
talking
about
about
it.
it. I'm not angry about it. I'm just saying,
You
I'm
are.
talking about you not being
You
able
said
to
you were
haggle.
fuming, but I'm not asked.
No, fuming.
At that point, I'm not asked.
Yeah.
Because all I'm thinking of is, right,
But I
that
have
300 quid's
actually-
gone. I had a nice night. I ate more than that night anyway. So I might as well have just enjoyed
I know,
the time.
yeah,
We'll
but
get good footage from it as
the
well.
point
which is worthwhile. So
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not worth
I know. We
thinking
had a
of.
lovely
So
time.
did they get had
But
off,
I
or
like
did I
justice,
have a
mate.
nice
I like
experience?
to feel like there's justice,
Yeah, but
because that was they
it's a
really
false
was
economy, isn't it?
they conspired against you because
but
they
it's a false
felt this
economy.
in a
Yeah,
weakness.
but your feeling of injustice is ruining that experience for you.
It's not though, because I
don't
never.
feel that way.
All right, but I never
just
said
thanked
nothing,
them and
did I?
thought the way I thought
saying
about
it now.
is that's happened and I had a nice time, so therefore I'm happy.
No, but the reason why I've mentioned it, I'm not. I don't lose sleep over it, mate.
Yeah,
What?
but you're still not.
No, but-
your memory of
Will you
it
let me
isn't as nice
talk?
as mine.
We It was nice.
It's not now though.
No, I'm saying because we were talking about you not being able to barter for anything.
Yeah, but you said at the
And
time
that was
you
an
were fuming.
example. No, I
You just literally talked
I was
about how you were
fuming with them, not with you.
Yeah, but you were still fuming.
Yeah, but I wasn't fuming after, was I?
Yeah,
I just
but-
let
no,
it, I
but
let
what,
it go.
What I'm saying
I let
is
it go.
you still attached fuming to that experience. I never. So it was worth
I'm
it,
just
wasn't it?
saying.
So you've
You
lost
always
an
have this way
experience
of
and
getting
I've
out
lost
of art,
150
getting
quid.
out of these. You
That's
end up
because I'm
being
wise
right.
and you're not.
No, you just have this really like
So you've lost.
incredible
I've lost
way
150
of
quid and
making
you've lost
me
a
look
dead
stupid,
nice
and I don't
experience.
know how.
And
you
I
do
feel
it.
like you've lost something more valuable than me.
I haven't lost anything.
You have. You've lost face here in this argument.
I just can't be asked because the lengths that you go to.
There's not lengths.
It's incredible.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
truth.
saying you've been had off. That's all. Yeah.
I haven't.
You just hate to admit it.
I haven't been at that. I haven't.
You have.
No, I haven't. I thought like you
Okay.
can. What I've said is true.
Anyway,
I was happy to pay that for that experience, so I can't have
talking
been
of
had off.
London.
So value is just value, isn't it? And that's how money works.
Talking of London, we went into a bar, didn't we, one night? Called-
Cocktail. Oh, the
What was
sales
it
bar.
called?
What's this dog barking at?
Players.
I have to go and check on this dog because he's being a little
Players Bar.
Yeah.
Just leave him. He's just being a knobhead. He's
No,
been
'cause
out.
He'll be picking it up on the mic. He'll
No,
just
no,
be
no.
meow meow with his little fucking.
just
For the
being
big
a-
dog, he's got the most pussy bark I've ever heard in my life.
He's been for a wee. He's had a. He's just like, I've let him out.
Are you sure?
I promised you. Just before you come, I let him out. He had a wee. He had a little throw of his ball thing. So he's fine. He's had some water.
The footage is great, by the way, Maloko. It's fantastic.
Still can't get that song out of my head. I want the world.
Well,
I actually love that. I was just saying we went into that bar, didn't we? In London, that Players Bar. And it's one of them. It was weird because when we walked in, it was like we walked into some like corporate fucking private party. And it was just like, I love going to places.
I need to go and check on this dog.
I love going to places
You talk
because in London, yeah, I feel like I don't know how to explain it, but basically, you know, when we walked into this bar, it was basically a guy on a piano, right? And you wrote down your requests, and then he sings whatever songs anyone's wrote on the bit of paper, right? But it was just full of like what you class as a typical London-esque character who was like they were like corporate people in this bar in suits, who were all like, yeah, okay. So basically we had a meeting today about a meeting, and it was just like that. And like, I'm not slagging people off who are like that. People fascinate me. And it was such a great people watching bar, and we stood out like a sore thumb. Not bad though. And then because there was me, Paul, Rudy and Binty, the tour manager. And we was just sat there, and they was like looking at us thinking, who are they? I was talking about that we had typical people in that bar of like London
Sales.
corporate.
Yeah.
And then we always try and
Gotta
figure
hit my
out, we had
quarterly
this
targets,
thing.
guys.
Yeah, targets. And we were just sat there just mesmerised, just watching these people. And there was some great characters, weren't there? And we always try and figure people out and like what the dynamic is, don't we? In these sort of like social public places. We'll try and work out like what's that person about? Like what are their fears? What are their dreams?
I enjoy
Who are
doing
they connected to in this room secretly?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I
We
mean?
watched the boss
Just
chatting
things like
there.
just things like that. Like I just love it. Ooh, it's juicy. It's fucking juicy.
You could-
I love it.
You could tell who the boss was, and he was chatting up
It's real reality TV that.
the.
With not TV.
She was the fit one in the office, but not a fit one.
Is
was
she though? She
No.
was toffee. Like tough.
Yeah, but she was.
She had
It's
shit
one of
stress
them where
sense.
you know where you got like a group of people,
Yeah.
and one bird is like the fit one there, but she's not really a fit one.
She's just a slag.
No, but she's not fit. She's just the best there. She's the best on offer.
She's the best on offer.
And so
I
the
don't know.
boss
There
has
was a
gone for
couple
it.
of there's a couple of girls that I noticed that were better looking than her, but
think they were
they
with her,
didn't have the sassiness. Like they didn't have Like they were quite quiet. This one woman, me and Paul was watching,
Oh, mate, the pint woman.
and she was quite an attractive woman, very plain though, weren't she? Very quiet, like a quiet one. And she stood there speaking to a group of blokes, obviously because they all worked together, with a pint, and she looked so posh, didn't she? And plain. She hardly spoke, and she just stood there with this pint, and she never took any sips out of it.
Nah, we were watching her for so
And
long.
we were like, is she just standing there with that pint trying to look like one of the lads?
yeah.
To like
She's
get in with
definitely-
them?
Yeah, I'm one of the boys. Yeah, I can rock with the boys.
And she was
yeah.
like, yeah.
No,
just-
I drink pints.
Yeah.
I drink pints.
And she was just
Why
stood
wouldn't
there
I
with this
drink
fucking
pints?
pint. And she just did, and then she was dancing, she was sidestepping with this pint. It's just so, I just love stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I was like,
That's why I
she's
love
just got
London
that
so
pint
much.
for the sake of getting that pint.
It's
Even
so
though
good to
she
watch.
doesn't want the pint. And what a horrible world to live in when feel like you've got to get a pint just so you could feel like
Yeah.
adequate.
So that was
But
one.
then you don't want a pint.
Yeah, it was weird, but she just didn't look like the type of woman that would have a pint. Anyway, so there was another character there, and he looked like he was like the boss or like a senior management guy, didn't he? Remember the one who looked quite hard.
The
Do you know-
knobhead one.
Like he looked like he would be like a proper tough cookie. Do you know what I mean? The one who was dancing at the end.
Yeah.
So he got
The
really
assistant
pissed.
regional manager.
No, he wasn't an assistant.
He was.
He was
He
not
weren't
an
the boss.
assistant. No, I'm not saying he was the boss of the company. I'm saying he was.
The
He
guy
was
was
a
the boss
senior-
of the company.
Yeah, but he was a manager. He was not an assistant manager. I'm telling you now,
A manager.
100% right. He had a presence about him, right? Like, but I hadn't heard him speak or move, or he wasn't like very expressive with his face. And then the more pissed he got, right, just that. And then you'd gone to the toilet, right, and I was just kept watching him, thinking, when's he gonna like make a move or anything? Like, I want to try and see what kind of a personality he's got, right? And then he just started doing this fucking mad dancing. I've never seen anything like it. Like going like this, you know, like.
It's like Carlton Banks dancing.
No, that's what you've seen. But before that, he was doing fucking some mad. You know, like what's his name
robot
off The
dancing.
Office? He was doing dancing like that, and he was going, and he was going. But he was being deadly serious though. He wasn't even doing it as a joke. And I was just pissing myself laughing at this bloke. I thought, oh, there he is. There he's come out. And he just started being dead camp, like he had this alter ego. It was so fucking weird. And I thought, you're the kind of man that goes to a hooker and gets fucking, do you know what I mean? Like treated like a little pussy right on a lead and that. Do you know? I just don't know. I can just tell. He's just like this, you know, giving it the Bertie Big Bollocks at the beginning, like he was the gaffer. And then just started being all like, yeah.
Really wants to let the
Like,
front down.
yeah.
And be himself.
But I really liked that side of him. It was so much better. And then at the end,
But it just wouldn't survive in that world.
no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Not
It
in the
would
world
not
of
have
medical supplies.
You found out what they did, didn't they? They sold medical supplies.
The conference.
It was just brilliant. It was just such a good place. But we did stand out like sore thumbs, didn't we? Like we just did not belong in there. Like
No.
everyone was just looking at us
Happy.
thinking it was weird. And then there was this other guy that you were speaking to at the bar. And I come over and he's going, oh, he's from Warsaw. And he was like, oh, blah, blah, and then was chatting. But he was on his own, wasn't he?
Yeah, because you've been at a conference.
Yeah, but he was on his own, though. Everyone had their little groups and he was a lone wolf. He was on his own. Occasionally he'd, you know, speak to the odd person. But then I watched him most of the night, like, and he was just on his own, like that. Just sat there, stood at the bar on his own. And everyone else was in their little... which I thought was interesting.
Yeah. He was an alright guy.
No, but that's what I mean. He was like probably the most unlike any of those lot. Do you know what I mean? Yet he was on his own because he stood out like he was different to the others. He didn't fit in with the others.
Yeah. Nice little bar, that though.
It
I don't
was.
know. It was
It
weird
great.
because it was just like someone's living
And the
room.
doorman kept hitting on me every time I went to go and have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh, you were so sexy every time I walked out. And I was like, oh, hello, gorgeous, hello.
That's where I got out of
But
that.
every time though, like it was weird. hello, sexy, as I walked past. But under his breath, Like he never said it.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Cunt.
What's your name, sexy? Sexy?
Did you tell him your name?
No, fucking just ignored him. Just pretending I never heard him.
Oh, as well, more people watching. We were in Bournemouth. And we ended up in this bar after the show, having some cocktails. And there was quite a large, I want to say, gypsy family.
What are we talking about now?
In Bournemouth, in the cocktail bar. The
I
guy
forgot
who
where
had
we
loads
went
of
again.
£50
Honestly, I've been
notes.
so many places on tour of it.
The guy who had loads of £50 notes.
Oh, yeah.
And like the Bentley
Oh, that
outside.
was a good one, yeah.
He was a rich gypsy. He was, you know, when you think, he's a bad
I
guy.
walked
He's a
in,
bad
right,
man. Him.
and
Not
there
like a horrible man, because he was very nice and he was nice to all the staff and that, wasn't he?
He was like the
But you know, you
godfather
think,
of
like,
the fucking...
Yeah, you could just sit and I was like, oh, that's a man you don't want to cross that.
Yeah,
So
he
man,
had
you
he
do
had
not wanna
he
stand
had
in the
some
aisle.
bad he'd done some bad things, like you could see it in his eyes, and I clocked him straight away, and I like addressed him to the group, like because I always clock him. I was watching and like I was looking, and he was with a load of like young, like muscly lads. Do you know what I mean? But then
Yeah.
there was just him in the centre of them all, and they was all just gravitating towards him and all like talking to him. Like they weren't talking to each other, they were just talking to him. Do you know what I mean? Like he was in the middle of them, and he had this mad black hat on, didn't he? Like a mad beret, but it was big, a big beret type hat. He had Gucci sliders on, but he was old, wasn't he? He was like in his 50s, weren't he?
If not older,
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm minted.
And he was a naughty guy, weren't he? And he just sat there with a load of £50 notes in his hand. And he was just going, "Rah, rah." And I thought, this is such a weird group of people. Like, I can't get my head around it. And they had like, you know, like gangsters, mole women, just like coming over and being like that. It was just mad.
Yeah.
So fun to watch.
Just a weird, like, it wasn't what you expected in a little
in
cocktail bar
Bournemouth, in Bournemouth, though, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they were no
Fun.
bother. They didn't cause any trouble or nothing.
They were high
Yeah.
as a kite on coke. Like
Yeah.
his eyes were like this.
Yeah,
He was
that's-
defo the local. I reckon he was the boss
Yeah,
of all the
boy in
drug.
Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
maybe that was his
defo.
gaff.
No, it wasn't his gaff. Because he was paying. It wasn't his gaff.
He was only paying the staff, wasn't he? Like, he might have just been throwing £50.
No,
or
we
something
weren't.
to tip.
No, because there was a bother. There was a bit of bother after, and he got off.
Oh yeah.
There was a bit of bother, and I reckon he had a load of 50 fakes.
Oh god.
See, don't miss a trick, me. I don't. I was watching it. I was like, he's just giving him a fucking fake nifty there.
Fake.
Fucking snide nifty.
Oh, we had because for some reason the travel got fucked up. We were supposed to, so I had to go to London, then up to York, then down to Bournemouth, then back to Liverpool, then to Bolton, right? And Laurie was coming to meet us in London, and the original idea was she'd get the train to London and come with us, but then that fucked up because for some reason I won't blame anyone.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't it? So Laurie was like, "Oh, I'll have to bring my car then." So she brought a car to London, and then we were like, "Oh, now we're gonna have to drive to York." So we drove to York from
We
London.
had a great time.
We had
though,
a nice
didn't we?
time. Just getting that-
We do have a
But
nice.
we made them up. See, this is the thing. What I'm saying, like, it's best to just make the most of it. And exactly the same as what I was saying about that guy. He overcharged us, yeah.
All right,
and
stop
I could
going
have
on
been
about that
fuming
now.
about it.
Stop
But of
going on
course,
about
at
that
this
now.
point, what's the best
I
solution?
just felt very
At that
protective.
point,
All right, we're going
where
over
you're
our
at,
ground
you're
here.
best just going, okay, I'm here. I might as well make the best of it from this point. And that's what happened with the driving. It was taking us ages to get out of London, wasn't it? So what did we do? We just started Googling house prices around and looking at £38 million houses while we were driving around.
Not going to view them because.
Not going to view them now, which we could have done if we
Nah,
had more
we-
time. We almost stopped and
Nah, I
went to
bet
London
you
Zoo for
at
an
those
hour.
sort of prices you have to show your fucking bank or something.
I
to
don't know,
show.
you know.
Nah, you have to pull up in a Rolls Royce or something.
I don't know. I've got into a few 1.5 million.
Yeah, but that is
houses.
not 38 million. Is
Nah,
it, Paul?
38 million is a bit silly, but
That's Arab.
there was a 10
Arab
there was
prices,
a 10
that.
million pound like apartment. It was sick. But anyway, so we drive up to York. We get there. We had a lovely time in York, didn't we?
We did.
And we got up the next
York
day.
is beautiful,
York
by
is
the way.
beautiful.
Do you know what? If you've never been to York, right? I just never expected it to be so lovely. I've never been, and no one's ever told me about it. So
It was delightful.
it was so lovely. Like, we could have spent forever there.
Yeah, it's really nice. Oh god, you're really sorry about that, guys. We spent a lovely morning in York the next day, didn't we? Because we had to get to Bournemouth. Now I'd planned this out, and it's a 5-hour drive apparently from York. So I thought, okay,
Yeah, we forgot
have a
that it
nice
was
morning.
Friday. It was
we'll
Friday.
drive down from about midday. We'll get there about 5. We'll have a little chill, then do the show.
Yeah.
Perfect plan.
Yeah.
So we did that. We had a lovely morning in York. We went round. We had some.
Went out early as well,
Had a
didn't we?
blueberry scone for breakfast. By the way, they make the scones as a butty standard.
Yeah, but because they're
She looks
northern,
stupid.
because it's north. In Devon, you wouldn't get that kind of fucking absolute shabby behaviour.
Whatever.
You wouldn't get
Anyway,
that.
so
Disgusting.
we went and
Midbunny
looked at some
down.
antiques, didn't we? Went round a couple of little antique bricky back shops. We had a
Brick,
crumpet. I had some crumpets. We had some tea.
Yeah.
Went and bought a
Do
watch.
you know what? I don't know what it is about. I do love like a shit shop. You know, like where there's just load of trinkets and
Yeah.
things
I bought a sun
things that
god.
you don't need, but you just want for the sake of it because it's fucking great. Like I love charity shops. I don't like no fucking designer shop or anything will ever thrill me as much as a charity shop. Like I love them. And like,
I don't know if that's true.
and I'm a little bit of a mini secret charity shop person. Like,
Yeah, I
like,
understand that. But
no, but I
did
do it
see
on
your
my
face
own.
in
I
Dolce and
don't
Gabbana the other day.
go around. Yeah, but that's different. But honestly, I love car boots. Yeah, and charity shops. I love second-hand trinket stuff. I'm terrible. Like,
I do myself.
also, do you know what else I like? I went a bit weird on eBay one time. It was bad. I had a problem. Just buying second-hand mad dolls and that. Like, fucking weird. Like, I love old books as well. I fucking love old books. Like, we went into York and they'd love a bookshop in York, like a second-hand bookshop. And I'm always drawn to old books. I just don't know why. I just feel like I just want a
Couldn't go in
library
the
full of
bookshop.
books that I'm never going to read.
Couldn't
That
go
I
in
just
the
got
bookshop,
dust
could
on
we?
'em.
'Cause the people let us in without a mask on.
No, there was another
We didn't
bookshop
have a
we was in, and honestly, there was just old books from 1871 and shit like that. And I was like, wow.
The jewellery sellers are very forthcoming in York. She kept looking at diamond rings and they were like coming out the shop going, buy her one.
Yeah, they're
I was
very.
like, she's already fucking got one, mate.
Yeah, I know. And mine's better.
Get out of my face.
Mine's better than all of them that I tried on.
So yeah, we had a nice time in York. But then when we got to the car to set off to Bournemouth, traffic had set in, and luckily Google Maps goes, "Hey, you're gonna have a nightmare here." So we had to leave the car last minute and go and jump on the train from York with loads of bags in there.
Yeah.
Nearly missed it, and then we had to get off. And oh my god, we get off and you'll see this on the behind the scenes. But I did miss the best bit, and I'm fuming myself because I had the camera.
Oh
so I
God,
was
yeah, I
filming.
forgot about that.
I was filming.
forgot
I was
about it.
filming all the stuff, right? And I'm filming all the way through the underground
See,
and
this
stuff.
is
And we
how you
always
know
get
I'm a
on the
keeper.
tube, right? And I turned the camera off as we were getting on the tube because obviously I'm getting on
Well,
the tube.
we just realised that was our train.
So
that was our tube
she
train.
runs onto the train first, right? The doors start closing as she gets on, and I'm not on yet. So she, like a fucking hero, just
Stuck
backs
my
up
arse
and
out.
stuck-
Sorry.
I had that perfectly timed.
Come on.
You don't have, you've got no.
Please
time.
resume. We'll cut that bit out. Ready? Go.
No, that's not gonna work.
Go on. Stop being a fanny. Go
No,
on.
No, you just carry on.
No, go on. Stop being a fanny. Just. I thought you was a professional.
No, I am a professional. That's
You're
why I
not a
was telling the story
professional.
properly.
Sorry.
You're not a professional. That's
Oh,
why
why'd you have to ruin it? I said sorry.
So bad.
Go on. Start
That's
again.
bad
Go.
podcasting. That. She stuck her ass in it.
You just ruined that for yourself there.
I haven't
You could have
ruined it
just
for
started
myself.
it again. Anyway, so I'd done this fantastic thing where I got on and the doors closed and I realised Paul wasn't on. I just went, oosh, stuck and the doors closed on one of my bum cheeks and kept it open, and all the whole tube just went like that, and I just went pushed the doors open, and then you got on, didn't you?
It was very funny.
I was like, I knew this arse would come in handy one day.
And the woman found it most amusing.
She did. She went, "Oh my God, you saved us too, because we wouldn't have made it without your bum." Oh, have I upset you now? Feel like you need to get over it.
Just don't like people.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I have a.
Like, you're very
I'm a
sensitive
very good
tonight.
storyteller. I like to build up a momentum and have a pace.
I know, I got excited about it.
I can't do that because you're like a heckler. You're like
A heckler.
you wanna. I
Don't
can't
insult me.
pause or do anything. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. I'm sorry.
You're very
I
like,
said sorry again.
I know, but like
You're going on about things a lot.
you just asked, you brought it up. Don't bring it up if you don't want me to say. It's very silly, isn't it?
So although me and Paul do have our bickering moments, we do work as a good, like we do make a good team, don't we? When it's
do.
necessary. Did you have to think about that then?
No.
You did, you just went, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we know we do.
We do, don't we?
We do make a
When
good
the
team.
shit hits the fan, we do make a good team.
Yeah, we get along quite well.
Yeah, even in them very stressful moments, because we fucked up the tube loads, didn't we?
We were on the tube for much
We
longer
was going
than
round
any
in
other train.
circles, getting fucking.
But that's not our fault. The tube's fucking stupid. And
Yeah,
it
keep
goes, go
closing
there
them.
and then go there, and then you go there and it's fucking closed, and you're like, well, where the fuck do I go then? It doesn't say. And you stand there and some fucking dickhead goes, they're going to open this in a minute, and you stand there
I
for
know,
20
we were
minutes. and
standing
you
there
still
for
stood like a prick.
ages.
And then you don't know whether to leave or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we made it. Anyway, we got to Bournemouth, and we got back to York, and then we bought a load of paint and came home, and our idea was to do mushrooms and paint, and we never did.
Yeah.
So that was our weekend.
What's it? I don't know what this person's on about. Mark said, finally caught a live show, seen all of them, but not live. Laurie, I live down above Laundrette on Streetley Road. I think I know your special tree.
Oh, where you got fingered.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't on the Streetley Road.
No, he doesn't then.
No. Wrong. Sutton Park's a big park. Was it Pied Pies Park?
I don't
remember.
know.
No, I don't think you do. That's wrong, that.
Never mind. Try
There's
again.
a lot of trees.
LJ8X8 says, ever use creatine, Paul? And if so, how did it work? Yes, and
What is
Okay.
creatine?
it's creatine monohydrate.
What is it?
It's a
Where's it come
supplement.
from? Where's it come from? What is it? How'd you get it?
No,
How's it
Where
made?
does vitamins come from?
Who makes it? What is it?
It's just a
What does it
supplement.
do?
It increases your strength.
Does it? Is it in powder form?
But I think what it does, it allows your muscle to retain more
Do women
water
have it?
and hold more blood.
Oh, why do you want that though? What
So
about if
then-
women have
so-
it?
Because then you can get more oxygen to the blood, which allows you to work a bit harder, which then causes more damage, which then causes more repair, which then helps your muscles get bigger. As much as I understand it, and it's one of the, I think it's one of the most studied supplements on the planet, so it definitely does work. But if you're gonna put creatine in that end and then testosterone in that end, you might as well throw that in the bin.
Never hear of anyone
I
having
mean,
it.
I don't know how old you are, LJX8, but yes, I have tried it. And if you're just doing creatine, it's gonna work, but I mean, there's so many fucking variables to shit like that. Like it's gonna work in as much as having 8 hours sleep every night religiously will work, or drinking enough water will work. I think that's my opinion. I'm not a PT. I don't know why people ask me PT questions.
Because you've done so well for yourself, haven't you,
Thanks.
in the whole body. Maloka said, do you know what bit on the landed no vid I went is when you kiss Laurie before going on stage.
I always kiss you before going on stage if you
Yeah,
did,
you
don't I?
Yeah. And when I always watch your show, don't I?
She always watches the show. She's not even bored of it yet.
I'm not bored of it. I still laugh at it.
Aaron Healy said Dublin gig still going ahead, big man. Yes, as far as I know. 1st and 2nd of February, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
And hopefully that'll be where the show is getting properly filmed professionally. Not that it's not professionally filmed now by Rudy, but like with a full team. And
Like as in DVD,
as for
full
the
show.
special.
Full show. So what all you guys see on the backstage is you only get to see the journeys, the backstage stuff, and the crowd work, because it's all the crowd work's all like just ad lib new stuff, isn't it? But what you don't get to see on it, obviously, for obvious reasons, is actual show.
Yeah.
So the crowd work is the bit that you do before Danny comes on, or whoever you've got as a support act that night.
I still bounce in and out if I want to, but
Yeah, you bounce, but you've got a whole, like, what is it, like an hour and a bit there.
80 minutes.
Yeah, about 80 minutes worth of a show that they don't put on there, obviously, because we don't want to ruin it.
So you come and see that if you're going to go and see it.
Yeah.
LJX8 came back and said, I'm 16 and built like a stick. Got to go and get it sorted. Nice one, Paul. My advice to you is, again, and I'm not a PT, so take this with a pinch of salt. But yeah, you don't need any testosterone or anything like that. It's very easy to get bogged down in, oh, I need this and this is going to give me an edge or whatever. Lad, just, I swear to you, and you're going to put a bit of fat on, just lift weights and eat as much as you can. If you like a stick, just fucking eat everything at your age, because your metabolism's like a fucking...
And you'll get to 30 and go...
No, but you won't, because you'll have loads of loads of lean mass by that point. So you'll actually you'll be able to maintain like less body fat over like the rest of his life. Yeah. And once you got that muscle on, get as much muscle on as you can. Just spend 2 years just getting muscle on, just bulk like fuck, and then start like cutting down and try and see what you've got. Because you've got loads of testosterone at that point. It's the best, and you'll get newbie gains and stuff. You'll be fucking, your body will change so much. Just lift weights, get a proper good progressive overload weight training regime. So you just try and just make sure you note down don't just go in the gym and just push what's heavy. Make a note of exactly what you're doing, get the big compound lifts in, and then the next week try and beat it either by volume or weight. Sorry. But I feel like that's good advice. I wish I'd got that advice when I was his age.
You say you're not a PT, but you go on like you are one.
No, but I wish I had got that advice
I know
when I
what
was
you
his
mean.
age. Because it'll make a massive... Honestly, I think at 16, if you're a man, getting a good amount of muscle mass on you and strength is more valuable than your GCSEs. I just think it'll do more for your life.
Yeah.
For most people.
Yeah. Mental health as well.
Mental health, just for your health and well-being throughout your life. That's my just eat loads of good food.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, if you want to fucking throw a pizza or whatever in, you can, any excess calories is great. Don't just live on processed shit and protein shakes, but get loads of protein and try and get good, get all your nutrients in and get enough sleep and drink loads of water. It's dead simple. It's not that hard. Don't overthink it. It's just boring. It takes a while. Just give yourself enough time.
JW said, would you be interested in having an all-round jazz and blues pianist for before your shows? Intervals and all that. I'm a hotel restaurant pianist. I hope you're not the person that have been writing nasty things about me on these things, because it's JW, wasn't that the one who was writing things about me? Kept calling me a narcissist. Someone did. I don't know whether it's you, but it's someone called Jay something. Jay, and I can't remember whether it's that person. Kept calling me a narcissist, saying I was manipulative. I was like, fucking hell, this geezer hates me. I don't know where it's come from.
Well, that's not very nice, is it?
I don't know whether it's that person, but it was definitely Jay. It was definitely 2 initials, and the first one was Jay.
Oh God. We're coming to the end of our time, and also we've got to be up quite early tomorrow morning. So I think...
Oh yeah, to the christening.
On that note, we will definitely get more of these done next week. We're going to get back into the swing of things now. Are you down next week?
I'm down next week.
So we'll get more done next week. Apologies, and thank you for sticking with us. We love you all deeply. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's live, and thank you for coming nearly 100 constantly throughout the whole show. So yeah, thank you so much. You do mean a lot to us.
I missed these guys.
Yeah. And I hope you're enjoying those. I hope you're enjoying the behind the scenes. Thank you to our sponsors, Orange County CBD. Use code Joker JKR25. I always say that. It just seems like Joker to me. Use code JKR25 for discounts. Also, all the money for that for the next couple of months, because people keep going, and you know what, right? I use them, and I've said this before, because I use those products and I think they're fantastic. So all of that money I'm going to give to that Rainbow Kids as well. So I'm not benefiting from it at all in the slightest. So if you go on,
We're not benefiting.
we're not benefiting from it at all. Those kids are benefiting from it. So not only will you be helping yourself and helping Orange County CBD, who are a great company, you'll be helping some very good, lovely people who help some very lovely kids who need help. So do that.
So get loads.
Yeah, and tour tickets you can get at hotwatercomedy.co.uk if you want to come and see me live show. If you want to look even more beautiful than you already are, check out Brow & Co Studios at browco_studios on Instagram. And yeah, not only Laurie, but the awesome Tracy Pelling doing all kinds of treatments on there, and Katie doing all your nails and stuff like that. Yeah, so do all that, and we'll see you next time. Hope you have a lovely night.
Thanks for staying up late with us.
Thank you very much.
Love you
have
guys.
a nice weekend.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Love you guys. Bye. Just realised the mouse is behind us. You have to get the mouse. Bye. Mince pie. Oh, the mince pie cast coming back in December as well.
Mince pie cast. Mince pie cast.
Get your
Mince pie
recommendations in.
cast is a mince pie cast. Bye.
Bye.
Wanna know what's the story? Paul and Laurie tell you what's been going on, how to get E. coli from licking bum. They'll cover conspiracies and aliens, tell you about pissy floors, popping spots and one bombs.